What's up guys, it's Ben from Theme Park Groupie. I'm here to try out Universal Orlando Resort's premier Halloween event, Halloween Horror Nights. Tonight is the opening night. I am absolutely stoked. I'm already seeing reviews on houses from the team member preview, but we are here to try them for ourselves. Let's go check it out. Beautiful entrance for this year, showcasing Universal Monsters Legends Collide, Halloween, the Weeknd, and the horrors of Blumhouse. Alright, they're already starting to push the day guests toward the front of the park. It's only 4 o'clock and the official closes at 5, but they're closing this whole section off that's at pretty much a dead end. I'm gonna go check out their tribute store. Pumpkin Lord. They're gonna have it in a scare zone too, which is cool. They have a different smell for each room. So cool. Got some Halloween. It's Lil Boo. If you know anything about Lil Boo, you knew it's gonna be all over merch this year. I mean, even at Universal Studios Hollywood, they have Lil Boo merch. Oh, knife cake. Here's the Frankenstein popcorn bucket. First refill is free. Seems to be a little bit less merch and more decorations, which is cool. It doesn't seem too much like a cash grab, if you will. Awesome tribute store. So I was in this area checking out the tribute store, and I figured I'd go see how I can wait in the stay and scream here at Finnegan's. And I went to all the way down the line, and she's like, you actually have to go all the way to the other side to get to the entrance. So pro tip, if you're coming, don't go towards Mummy. Go around that way. That's the entrance, so I'll show you. So the line is actually going by very quickly, and I'm kind of watching the skies. It seems pretty gray-ish over there. The weather app is kind of saying it's kind of getting pushed all around. It was supposed to be raining like all afternoon, and now it's only for the next 2 hours, and it keeps getting pushed around. But I'm glad I brought all of my stuff in. I brought a poncho, but I don't even know if it's gonna rain at all. So for the Halloween house, we are about to go through Race to New York with Jimmy Fallon to direct Outback. Halloween is the house I've been looking forward to the most for this year. So even though I have Express, it only works one time, I'm gonna go through it and probably go through it again. Who knows? My very first Halloween Horror Nights house of the year. I wasn't really the scare many times, but there was a couple times where it gets so blacked out that you don't even know really where to go. And so there's definitely gonna be a lot of bottleneck in that one that I can tell, because just me going through it, sometimes I'd like go through this little tiny thing and then I'm like 20 feet behind the group. So that's definitely gonna be an issue. But luckily when that did happen, then I was the scare a couple of times. So it definitely got me a couple times. Now I'm actually gonna be heading back all the way to the back. I'm gonna kind of start working my way forward. So going through Express, behind, it's like in Fast and the Furious Supercharged. Horrors of Blumhouse. Holy cow! That was so good. I didn't know what to expect from this house. I haven't watched Freaky. Black Phone was like, how can they kind of make this into a house? I came in with very low expectations, and it was absolutely incredible. You're completely separated from one house to the next. So you go through Freaky, and then you go through Black Phone. Both of them are full-on set houses. We basically have 11 houses at Halloween Horror Nights this year. So Bugs Eaten Alive on the app said it was only 5-minute wait, and then I walked like 10 feet and now it says 30 minutes. So I was like, so I figured I just used my Express. This is one everyone's freaking out about because it's a super long walk. So you enter in between Men in Black and the old Fear Factor stage, and it's on the other side of Men in Black. So it's a little hike to get to the house, but I mean, we're coming to Halloween Horror Nights, so you better have your walking shoes on. Oh my word, I didn't know what to expect for Bugs Eaten Alive. I don't really have a bug phobia, but oh my word, even if you have a bug phobia like a little bit, that's a pretty crazy house. Some of the costumes were like, okay. But some of the rooms were legit like pretty creepy. Depths of Fear, that's what it was. One of the costumes were like basically a redone version of the Depths of Fear costume. And it's kind of like, all right, nobody really liked it then. Why are you going to repurpose it? Oh my word. That was kind of frustrating. The girl behind me was screaming her ever-loving head off the entire time, and it was like disorienting. So I'm definitely gonna have to do that house again. It was a cool house, and just the look of it was really cool. The design team did a good job. Well, I couldn't really appreciate it because she was right in my ear just screaming her head off. So I'm about to go into the Weeknd After Hours Nightmare. This is gonna be an interesting house. The first artist house ever. Billie Eilish was rumored to be at Halloween Horror Nights in years past, but this year it's the Weeknd, so we'll see how it goes. People say it's kind of like the joke house this year. It's gonna be interesting. Oh my word, the Weeknd. I've heard mixed reviews about this online from the TM previews and everything, but that was an awesome house. I didn't know what to expect from an artist house, but honestly, I got scared so many times, so many jump scares, so many things that you're like, whoa, what in the world? That was a good house, very well executed. You can tell that they did not skimp on the length of the house, they did not skimp on the design. That was good. I just got out of Legends Collide. This was a very beautiful house. The design did an excellent job. I hardly got any of the scares. I saw most of them, so I knew what was coming, or they didn't even get me because they got the people right in front of me. But it was still a great house. And what I can only assume is gonna be different at the end each time is a winner, if you will. I'm not gonna say it just in case, but that's what I kind of assume is one of the three are gonna win whenever you go through the house. that was not great. You can tell that there was supposed to be another house. Some people think Stranger Things, some people think Evil Dead. It was definitely supposed to be a different house. Really rushed together. It was just not a good house. And it's right at the front too, so I'm sure that's a huge bummer. Fiesta de Chupacabra. That was a pretty fun house. It was definitely very unique, and it's not really like a typical Halloween Horror Nights house. Very unique aspect of it. That was a pretty fun house. So that was pretty interesting. That was probably my least favorite of all the Lagoon shows and Halloween Horror Nights past. It's pretty much like if Michael Jackson's Thriller, The Weeknd's Bright Lights, and Spooky Scary Skeleton had a baby. That was pretty much what it was. It was pretty interesting. The animation and everything was pretty cool. It's definitely worth watching. I mean, it was only like 12 minutes or something like that. So it's definitely something you want to fit into your night. Alright, Spirits of the Coven wasn't my favorite. Honestly, the originals this year aren't quite my favorite, but let's go try Dead Man's Pier. Yes, finally! Dead Man's Pier was such an awesome original house. By far, the best original house. Finally did all the houses, saw all the scare zones. This right here is my list. The scariest house was got to be Blumhouse. The longest house is Blumhouse. And also, I think my favorite house of the night is the Weeknd. It was just so awesome, and it just made me want to get right back in line and go right through it again. Definitely the best artistic design house was Dead Man's Pier. I can't get over that house. It was so beautiful, such an awesome house, super scary. That was my favorite original. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I really do appreciate you guys watching our videos. We've had a crazy influx of subscribers in the last couple of months, so I really do appreciate every single last one of you for watching and continue to support this channel. The most liked comment on our previous video comes from Ross Productions Official. They said that the Weeknd is going to be the best house of the year, and well, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. If you're new, the most liked comment on this video gets featured on our next. If you did like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Thank you for watching Groupie.